Okay, today I've got a Dell Latitude E5500 laptop to take apart. And again, this came out of the e-waste bin at my office, so it has been somewhat disassembled. Again, I don't know what these people are after. Again, this one does have a detachable battery. There are likely gold pins in here. I'll go for them later. Please be careful with the batteries. They are a fire hazard. Okadoke. Now again, it looks like a fair number of the screws are already removed from this. I do not think that they have removed the hard drive again. So I don't know what these guys are trying to do when they're demoing them. All I can say is they're leaving a lot of good bits. So I'm happy. Because they are, for example, leaving, in this case, the processor, the memory, the gold plating for the Wi-Fi, LAN, and Bluetooth cards. So, I mean, those are good things for me, in my opinion. So yes, the hard drive is still here. This piece is ferrous. So again, I don't know exactly what these guys are after, but there's the hard drive. It is a blah 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 blah. In Malaysia. 80 gigabyte. And I'm not seeing a date on it anywhere. So it does not give us a clue on the age of the laptop here. Yep, not seeing anything that gives us a real date on it. So unfortunately, may not be able to tell with this one. Anyway, let's see here. I'm not seeing anything else, but get this processor out of here. So gold pin processor. So we will definitely take that and get the gold off of it. Intel 2.001M667. So okay, I am not seeing any further screws on this thing. Let's see if we can get the memory out of here while we're at it. Yep. So two memory card slot, two memory sticks here. One of them's been damaged, so definitely no need to keep these. They're 512 megabytes, so just over 1,000 megabytes here. Made in China. Again, I'm not seeing any data information on it, so I can't really tell the age of the computer. Okay, so not seeing any more screws on the back side here. I didn't see any. Oh, there's one more right there. Sometimes they do hide. Okay, let's see if this thing will pop now. There's still something holding it right there in the middle. There's no screws visible in that area. So it's got to be under the freaking keyboard. I don't see how to get the keyboard off. Oh well. We tried the nice way. Back there. Well, there seems to be two right at the top of the keyboard here. Haha. This is what needs to come off apparently. That's all just plastic. And I see a couple screws here. There's the keyboard if nothing else. Yep. So there's the keyboard. It's going to have silver mylars in it. Most likely. A little bit of aluminum on the back plate here. So we'll set that aside to go through. And here's our other two screws. We're hiding under the keyboard. Two more here. There we go. There's the bottom. Over. piece is ferrous. That is the tactile switches for the touchpad. And I think the rest of this is just going to be pry off. Speakers. Speakers. This guy's winding its way up to the monitor, it feels like. No. Okay. Not sure if we'll be able to get this off nicely. But it does have the usual grub screws in here as well. There's our touchpad, which has some nice looking pins on the back of it here. Very nice gold plated pins on the back. That feels like stainless. This one looks to be copper flash. We will dig into that a little bit more and make sure, but it does look copper flashed here from what I can see. But nice pins on the back. I'll take that. Anything hiding under this little plastic sheet? A couple little chips, another connector there, so potential a little bit more gold. So, but yeah, those pins look real nice. Those look fully plated in gold. Let me clear this stuff out of the way. That's stuff I gotta go through. That and that. So do we have anything else here? Okay, this piece just has the brass grubs and this backing plate, which is possibly stainless. Not reacting to my magnet. There's one more. One little small board here. Okay. Not quite sure what that one is, but does look to have this little ribbon cable with gold flashed wires. Gold. So we'll take it. I'm going to set this piece aside and I'll decide later if I want to go after those grub screws or not. Then we got the monitor here. Should just pop apart. That's plastic. for the most part, the only thing of real value here is this little board at the bottom. It's plastic weld. So again, plastic with the brass rub screws in it. And I will continue the gold / Greeblies hunt here. See what we can find. This piece has the Wi-Fi antenna on it. Both sides on this one. This piece is basically, I believe that's stainless. And this piece, pull these wires out, does have this other board back here. It is also gold flashed. And as we know now, that side. That side. Say I'm about 50-50 on getting these out without damaging the LCD screen. So this frame here is metal. This upper part is also metal here. It's screwed on there. But it also has the light strip of some kind hiding up in here. I'm guessing it's this, that's a wire. Somewhere up in here there's light. And I think I broke it. Yep, I broke it. So it was a fluorescent light bulb. This piece, yeah, that's ferrous metal in this case. So now then, we got the LCD panel itself, which I understand has indium in it, but I don't know if any any refiners or anything for indium or what to do with it. So right now I'm holding on to them. I may figure out something to do with them at some point, but these are the part that is, I believe, considered hazardous waste in them, so be careful with them. This board, as said, has our foils on it that I'm holding on to try and see if there's anything of value in them. So they will go in my little container here. Also has gold connectors in here and obvious gold flashing all through this. Backside, a little bit of gold flashing on here as well. One little chip, or flat packs, and a chip there. So, definitely a board that you want to set aside. These, to me, are Greeblies. So we've got the different diffusion grids here, and a nice little sheet of plexiglass acrylic that has a little bit of a texture pattern to it. It's what you know, the light lights up the screen, and the texture pattern that's on it is what makes the uniform light across it. And then the diffraction grids are what evens the pattern out to a nice uniform layer. So that's Greeblies to me. They have uses. Okay. Without going further into this, I'm surprised at the size of that 10 capacitor in a laptop. It must be an older laptop. Might find out on this disk drive here in a minute. Plastic. So let's go after some more screws here. Screws I see on that level. Little pride. So this is our motherboard. Go back to that in a minute. We got our two little Wi-Fi Bluetooth cards there. Slot thing. That needs to go out that way. That needs to go out that way. Anything here? That screw there. There, there. Yeah, there's that card, that piece, and how is this drive being held in? There we go, slides right out. So again, on this, we just have, get these guys out of here. That is a battery, I believe. And we got this one fan right here. So the rest of this is plastic with just the grub screws in it and this plate of metal, which I'm not going to bother to go after right now. Goodness. Appears to be stainless. Magnet's not reacting to it. Yep. Not reacting to it. Disk drive here, October 2008. So there, that gives us an idea on our computer age. This little guy straight into the motor bucket. I'll clean it up later. This board will have some gold plating contacts on these guys. Gold plating here, tantalum capacitor there. That's all I really see. One little chip there. See if there's anything on the back side of this thing. Just because it's covered in plastic does not mean that there's anything here. It just means they were trying to prevent it from touching anything else. When they make these things so compact, they do have to worry about shorting across the different boards. Nothing there. The areas that are open look like they're copper flash, so nothing particularly fancy there. Now let's see if we can get this plastic off so we can see what we can see here. Okay, that's all that, and there's nothing on the back. There is some stuff here. Yep, there are a couple screws here. And those are just holding this, primarily the plate on here. Try and get it off without, well, it's going to all come off. So we do have gold plating in here on these pins, which I will expose here. You can see those gold plated pins there, gold plated pins back here as well. So that's good. But the rest of that's just a metal cage. That's the structure for the card reader. Shouldn't be anything under here really. Yeah, nothing on this side. So here we got a flat BGA, some flat packs, and some chips. Another tantalum capacitor there, more chips, another tantalum, some gold pins here, gold pins there, gold pins there, gold pins here, here. We'll definitely want to get this this is what would hold the cooling system tight to the processor chip. And it is surprisingly non-magnetic. Actually, I take that back. It is magnetic. Somewhat magnetic. Possibly a stainless, but since it's somewhat, I'm tossing it. So, what appears to be another tantalum right there. Otherwise, clean little board. This side, we've got a processor chip here that may not have very much value in it. Gold corner BGA, tantalum capacitor, more chips over here, gold pins, gold pins, gold pins, gold pins, gold pins, some more tantalums there. We'll have some gold pins in the socket here, gold pins here. So again, typical motherboard for a laptop, and we will of course take it. Going through those two boards. This little board just has the gold pins for this connector on it, and gold pins in here, gold pins there as well, and one little chip on the back side of that board. This little guy, one of the Wi-Fi cards, Wi-Fi Bluetooth, so it'll have a little chip in there, gold fingers on it. Same for this one, gold fingers. We'll have a little chip in here, and there's the gold plated connector for the antenna. This one we already covered. Gold fingers, gold flashing, gold pins in here, flat pack and a couple little chips, and a little bit more gold on the back side. This one, flat pack, gold pins here, and likely copper for the flashing on the rest of it. This one has the tactile buttons. They are not very tactile, and honestly. So potentially a little bit of silver here. Drive, we'll put that aside. That's the drive from the other computer the other day. We got these. So the processor with the gold pins on it, the memory card with gold fingers and the chips on it, and then the this little card has got gold fingers on the ribbon cable here as well. And then the drive itself, gold fingers here. There's a little bit more gold inside that we will go after later. I'll have to take all this apart. You do not belong to that computer. And I think that's everything. Oh, I got the speakers here, which I will just rip the speakers off and go into shred. So that's just a little bit of copper wire. This piece is one of the Bluetooth antennas. There's really nothing in the antenna itself, as far as I'm aware. But the other end of it has, well, this one was ripped off. Here it is. Gold-plated connectors on for the antenna hookups. This one is still somewhat whole. It's got one of the connectors on it. The other one was ripped off. Yeah, so that's that. Anything else? Another little piece of wire here. Don't really see anything on it. Battery. And this little cable here. We'll have gold pins in here as well. Gold pins on this end as well. And this is the power board for the monitor, and it will have a little bit of copper on it. Have a small transformer and rectifier. Get in here to take a look. Where'd my knife go? There it is. So here, a little bit of copper in this, maybe some gold fingers in there, and that's about it. There's not a lot on these, but a few little chips, some MLCCs and whatnot. That's about it. One thing I did want to talk about, this is the part of a panel for a plasma screen TV, and we all know that the board that this attaches to has gold plating on it. But if you look here very closely on this side, that looks like gold to me. That is why I'm holding on to these strips. I don't know if this is copper flashed in here or gold flashed in here. And along the edge of this TV screen, the panel on the plasmas, it looks like it's gold along there where it connects into the TV. That's why I'm holding on to these. That's why I want to try and figure out a way to process these, because that's potentially a little bit of gold that shouldn't go to waste. So I will keep these aside and process them. These are a little bit harder because, like I said, it's part of, it's in this. This is glass. This is some kind of resin because it's slightly flexible, but this is glass. So there's something on the back side of the glass panel along this edge that's either this is gold plated, the strip is gold plated, or something on this TV is gold plated there as well. So I don't know. We shall see. But that's why I'm holding on to those guys. That's why I've got a question on those guys. Okay, so that's it for today. Have a good one, guys.